Hello and welcome to another episode of the Plus 63 HP Podcast Reviews Edition. I'm one of your hosts, John Clemente. Alongside with me is my bestest friend, Chubax. How are you doing, Chubax?
Good. Not as tired as usual. No worry, I'm down. Oh, you're seeing the wrong one. Let me.
There you go. And welcome. If this is your first time visiting our channel, welcome. Thank you very much for the view. Do us a favor, grab your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife's phones. Go onto their YouTube app. Look for plus 63 HP. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. It helps us with the algorithm so we can grow this community of like-minded individuals that like content. Um, we have a bunch of shows that drops most days of the week, spanning from this particular review shows that comes out either Mondays or Tuesdays. We have either a movie or a series that we deep dive into, provide our insight, our opinions. We rate them and see and provide you information whether you should watch it as well. On Wednesdays, our friend group has finally done their very first D&D campaign. We've done it online. We have recorded it, and now you can join us in our very first D&D adventure. A bunch of 40-year-olds doing their first tabletop RPG. It's freaking fun. We are enjoying the hell out of it. We're a little over a year now in our first campaign, and there's no signs of us slowing down. On Thursdays, we curate a selection of cool featurettes, clips, trailers, short videos, and whatnot. We react to them and see how hyped we are for that particular content that is dropping. If you want to know what's coming down the pipe in the next few months, in the next year or so, watch that show. Maybe you can be hyped with us. On Fridays, Chubax and our other best friend RJ could not get enough of D&D, so they spun off their a second campaign where they are bad guys. Those episodes drop most Fridays on this channel as well. And if you don't want to, watch us video on demand, you can listen to us in any podcast that you would like. Podcast of your choice, just search plus 63 HP. We prefer Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Amazon, but if you have anything else, we should be there as well. And lastly, you can interact with us. We are on the socials, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Same handle at plus 63 HP. We like interacting with you guys. Every comment we reply to. So with that, this week, our movie of the week is something that came out a couple of months ago on the theaters, recently came out in video on demand. It's the newest Anton Fukua, David Leached, however it's pronounced, joint starring, some people say my twin, Brad Pitt, called Bullet Train. And as per usual, because we're doing a review, there will be spoilers as soon as we start going through the synopsis. So if you have not seen this movie, you want to join the discussion with us, just hit pause for a little bit, watch it, video on demand, right? Come back and let's discuss. And before I turn over the stage to Box for our synopsis and we discuss what we like, what we didn't like about the movie and rate it, a little bit of stats of the movie. Again, it's directed by David Leitch. I'm gonna say Leitch. Light.
Let me check.
Leitch. I don't know how it's pronounced, but if that name sounds familiar, he was the one who co-directed John Wick. He directed Atomic Blonde, Deadpool 2, Hobbs and Shaw. So the idea of it is like he is an action dude, and you can really see this in the quality of the movie. Very fast, very clean, very cool action stuff. It is produced by Anton Fukua, also another director producer known for very beautiful looking action films, Infinite with I think it was Ryan Gosling, or one of those big actors. Equalizer 2, Equalizer, King Arthur, Shooter. So they know, combination of those two dudes know action, fast-paced fun with a little bit of like comedy injected to it. Brad Pitt is starring there, Joey King, Aaron Taylor Johnson, who will be playing Hunter, in upcoming Sony Spider-Man universe. Brian Tyree Henry. So funny thing, Aaron Taylor Johnson, Brian Tyree Henry, we've seen all the time. Didn't know that they're British. Didn't know they were English. Didn't know that their accent was really really thick.
I
I
did.
was thrown off for the first 2 minutes. Um, we have Andrew Koji, Hiroyuki Sanada, who's like very well known for a lot of Japanese action flicks. He played Scorpion in the recent Mortal Kombat. Michael Shannon, the
Yes,
White Death,
I
very
love it.
scary. Benito Ocasio, and of course, Sandra Bullock. Mostly her voice, a little bit of her presence is there as
Just a
well.
little.
Budget. Oh, so it is it's a tight 126 minutes. Will reserve our reactions in a little bit, but it's 126 minutes long. And it was made for $90 million, which is very surprising to me because
That
this
it's
movie,
high or that it's low.
no, it's low. 90 million bucks is not a lot of money from what I
But
gather,
they
right?
made it look nice.
They made it look more than that. They
Hmm.
made it
I
look
agree.
really, really slick, and just $90 million with this many stars.
Hmm.
Zazie Beetz is there, Tyree Henry, Taylor Johnson, Pitt. Like these are big names. And they did action. So I was assuming they'd have a lot of rehearsals, a lot of stunt people. But I guess because everything was done in like a train scenario, in a bullet train scenario,
Yeah, I
you
guess
know,
it's like you can call it a bottle episode. So
yeah. So like it was kind of, as
90% was like
you
just
didn't have to do
the
like location or sets.
yeah.
And it made $231 million in the box office, so slightly shy of the three times the production value to consider it a hit, but it's close to there. So I think this was a pretty successful movie, but let's do our opinions after your synopsis. Chubax, hit me with the synopsis.
Okay, a little crazy. I'll try to make it fast. So this is modern day Tokyo, and we start the movie with a grieving father, Yuichi Kimura, or they call him the father.
The father.
His son was pushed really meanly by someone from a rooftop, and and then he gets a threat that he has to be in a bullet train later that night. And we also meet his father, the elder. The father's father is the elder, who seems is one of the most badass Japanese
Yeah,
actors I know.
love it.
But and he still looks
Tsunada.
badass here. And so, anyways, meanwhile, we meet Ladybug, who is Brad Pitt's character, and he's just graduating from therapy. He assigned a mission by his contact Carver, Sandra Bullock, to retrieve a briefcase from the same bullet town bound for Kyoto. Oh no, no, Carver was an assassin who was supposed to do this job, but he got sick, so they sent Ladybug. And then Ladybug is initially wary as he has been having a string of bad luck in his jobs, resulting in deaths. And then we get a mix of people in the train. There's a young woman called named Prince, the very beautiful Joey King. Uh, I really love her outfit here, and it's really hot. And turns out that Prince was the one who attacked Wataru, Yuichi Kimura's son, and he's the one that made him go into the train. And then we also got two cool brothers, the two assassin brothers, Lemon and Tangerine, who is played by Brian Tyree Henry, and Taylor Johnson.
Yeah.
Uh, and hired by a yakuza boss known as the White Death. And then it goes crazy from here, where people intersect their stories. So Ladybug, the case was in Lemon and Tangerine's procession, as well as the White Death's son, played by uh, Logan Lerman. So Lemon and Tangerine's job is to get the briefcase of money and the son to the White Death. Ladybug's job was to steal the money, to get the briefcase, which he didn't know he was stealing from Lemon and Tangerine, but he just stole the briefcase. And then, uh, as he's trying to make his escape, he's attacked by the wolf, who jumps in another stop, who's another assassin who blames Ladybug for fatally poisoning his entire wedding, which is really mean again. Like the assassinations here are really fucked up. After a brief fight, uh, the wolf is Ladybug's able to kill the wolf, or he kills himself accidentally, and then Ladybug dashes the briefcase away and leaves. Meanwhile, the prince leaves that he hired Yuichi in a elaborate assassination attempt to kill the White Death, and that she has a henchman with his son who will kill him if he doesn't help. So reluctantly tries to help with the plan. And then things get crazy. Lemon and Tangerine realize that the money's missing, so they go find it. Then they also find that somebody killed the White Death's son when they get back. Because there's another assassin named the Hornet. Is it the Hornet? Yeah, the Hornet.
The Hornet, Zazie Beats.
So there's another assassin in here who killed the son, and then wants the money, tries to kill Ladybug, but kills herself instead. We get crazy stuff back and forth between Lemon and Tangerine and Ladybug, like one after the other, not at the same time. And then Ladybug, Hornet's MO is using this deadly poison from what's the name of this?
Bowling something.
Boom Slang Venom.
Yeah. Boom slang.
Boom Slang Snake. So in their fight in her fight, the Hornets played by Zazie, I said, in her fight with Brad Pitt or Ladybug, they both get poisoned, but Ladybug's able to get the antidote and use it himself. So she dies, and then Tangerine runs into Prince and realizes that and then later, before this, it's getting crazy. Prince gets in an encounter with Lemon and shoots him. So Tangerine sees that Lemon's killed and then realizes it's Prince. But Ladybug attacks before he can shoot and kill her because he thinks that Prince is just a girl. So Tangerine dies.
This is the most fucked up thing.
Right? He was just trying to do the right thing.
Very sexist. You see a dude and then a girl, you kill the dude.
No, but in fairness, he knows that Tangerine is an assassin. So there is some kind of bias there. So Tangerine dies, and Ladybug thinks that Prince is innocent, so he tries to protect her. And then we get Yuichi's father, the elder, badass again, boards the train, and then sees the prince, knows that Prince is lying, and knows that the son is safe. So we get another fight here. We get more revelation that the elder tells Brad Pitt that he's seeking revenge against the White Death, who killed his wife and his leader, the previous Yakuza clan. They discovered that Yuichi and Lemon are still alive. I like the twist there where you thought one was dead and the other switched, where they're both dead and then one is alive. The four work together to face the White Death, who's gonna be coming in the next stop. So it's Lemon, Yuichi, the son, Lemon, the father, the elder, and Ladybug, who plan to fight the White Death. And then we find out that the prince is revealed to be the White Death's estranged daughter, also wanting revenge for the White Death. And she's unsuccessful though. And then they meet the White Death, and he explains that everything was set up by the White Death. That every assassin on the train, as well as his son, was responsible for some way for his wife's death. I like this plan. Like everything was going smoothly, except the guy who actually killed somebody hired an assassin to kill his wife, and that was supposed to be Ladybug, but Ladybug was just covering for Carver, who turns out to be Ryan Reynolds. Was it Ryan Reynolds? It was Ryan Reynolds, right?
It is.
Carver.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Carver. And then we also got like a cameo from Channing Tatum as like a
I was gonna
passenger.
say, let's towards the end. I was like, "There's the king of the newly crowned king of cameos." Channing
Channing
Tatum's like,
Tatum.
"You want to make $200? Is this a next thing?" Oh, just kidding. Sure, whatever.
So, anyways, we get a nice fight with all the four main guys helping each other. Um, oh, um, so during the fight, it causes the train to what's that? Derail and crash. But emerging, we got a nice fight scene there, and emerging from the wreck is the White Death trying to shoot Ladybug, but he's using the one that Prince gave him, so it backfired and it killed him. And then the prince comes in and still angry, and she tries to kill Ladybug, Yuichi, and Elder, but is ran over by a truck, which in the post credits is revealed to be Lemon, avenging Tangerine's death.
Mhm.
And then at the end, we get Maria, played by Sandra Bullock, coming to pick up Ladybug, and yeah, that's it. And that's the trailer. Oh, that's a synopsis.
Cool. All right.
Oh,
Let's take a little quick break for technical difficulties, and let me pause a little bit about.
go. There we go.
And we and
We are
we're
back.
we're back. All right, so that was Bullet Train by David Leitch, Anton Fuqua, and Brad Pitt. Lots of cameos. Before I turn it back over to Chubax for what he thought about the movie, um, I had fun. It was a fun movie, but watching it all throughout, I actually fell asleep twice. So I had to watch this movie 2 times in the past 2 days.
Oh.
Um, yeah, I just I was a little disappointed in how the choreography was not as crisp as what I would expect, like a John Wick fight. It looks slapstick to me. Like even when you see in that trailer when they were punching each other in the quiet car, I didn't get that because like well, there's a certain suspension of disbelief when you're fighting in a public space, but this is a small public space, and they've done a lot of ruckus without a single passenger um noticing or like, even like the stewardess that's played by Kimiko from Boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So many cool cameos here. So Tangerine and Ladybug were beating each other up. They're both bloody. They're punching all the stuff, and then a stewardess comes like, "Do you want some water?" Like, it's funny, but there's a certain level that was kind of a little bit not connected or a little bit too much for me. But having said that, everything is super fun. Like it's funny if you for if in my head I was just thinking like maybe the White Death just bought out the entire bullet trains, which he did. He did buy out certain spots, but I didn't realize like it might have been the entire train just for the yeah, all the assassins killing each other, whatever. But um, I love the casting. Again, surprised about Tyree Henry, surprised about Taylor Johnson. I really dug Joey King. I could have used a little bit more Zazie Beats. I think she died a little too quick, but maybe that's the reason why the
There's too
budget is
many. There's
tight.
just too many of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, Sanada was like super cool, the elder. Like even when scolding his son, it was
Mm-hmm.
intimidating, condescending, but in the nicest possible way. Like it's like a father's responsibility is to take care of their son. Like it's super cool. I really enjoy that. Um, and yeah, of course, like certain things in the end. Story's not as tight as I would want it to be. I think they could have done a little bit more there. I don't know what could have improved it, but like I said, it doesn't look like a $90 million film. It looks very nice, very, very polished. And then uh if I were to rewatch this again, I think this is like a fun just movie in the background kind of thing because it looks pretty. Like Tokyo or the Japan aesthetics is always good. The graphics whenever they introduce a new character is super fun. So yeah, I mean it's I just think it's like it didn't maximize both um the experience of David Leitch from John Wick and Atomic Blonde. Like if I stack this up, I know they were trying to combine like John Wick and Deadpool, like comedy action kind of thing. I think it fell underneath both. I still think, John Wick and Atomic Blonde are better in action, and then Deadpool is of course better in comedy, and then it's just because you're towing both genres, it didn't land as hard for me. But again, it's not a bad movie.
Mhm.
I might actually watch this again, right?
Mhm.
Because like it's just fun. How about you? What do you think about the movie?
Yeah, I'm kind of similar. I mean, I had no problems with the choreography though. I had fun. I loved it. I enjoyed it. The suspension of the uh of belief is okay with me because the way the world was set up, it's like all these assassins were all badass. There's already some sense suspension of disbelief there. I didn't really
Mm.
mind the tight quarters, nobody reacting. Well, where it kind of fell apart is exactly what you said. The story, it's like this. I would have loved this more, but something with the story just made it fall shy of being a classic. There was just the way it came together.
Mhm,
It
mhm.
was fun, but it didn't like the big reveal and everything coming together just wasn't have didn't have enough oomph for for the ending, for the climax. But aside from that, the cast, the differences of the difference. Yeah, I'm still popping. Wait, let me. Sorry, I don't know what's
Yeah,
happening.
that's fine.
Yeah, the difference of each character of all the assassins. I love the chemistry also between Brad Pitt and uh who's Tangerine. That was like
Tangerine.
Tangerine. Yeah, he
That
was
was my
so he
favorite
was so
part.
cool.
Oh.
And then what else? I'm too close to the mic. I mean, I have a crush on Joey King. She's so cute and like and badass in this shot. And her outfit, the pink one with the short skirt. Uh, I always love Zazie Beetz, so of course. And then Tangerine and Lemon,
Mm.
their chemistry also is like perfect. Like you could believe that they've been brothers. And it made me sad, like seeing their flashback, when they were kids and watching football in Europe. Was it UK or something?
Real big eye.
I know, it's so sad that I was hoping that both of them would have made it out, but in the end, yeah, it's just shy of being a classic for me. I would love a sequel though, and
Uh,
I would definitely
yeah,
watch it
I was
again.
gonna say. So let's close the discussion with a few things. Like, who are your favorite characters in the movie, and then what would you think a sequel would be?
Oh, that is good. That's a good question. I don't know though. I mean, this was like a bottle episode, so uh, I don't know how
An
you repeat.
airplane?
Yeah, but that's always
Yeah.
my problem. I don't know how to do it, but yeah, maybe he goes off with Carver.
Mm-hmm.
Something with Carver. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. It's just the cast of characters was wild. So, I don't know how. I'm interested in the sequel, but thank God I'm not the one making it because I have no idea how it's gonna be.
I mean, I hope they continue with this, contained set motif. So it's a little bit um economic in terms of production. And then they can do a cruise, they can do a ship, they can do um maybe another train in a different country, right? Every train that he does. Because I forget we haven't really discussed that the bad luck of
Oh,
Ladybug. It's actually I at first I was that's the thing, they did not flesh that out. It wasn't I found it confusing the bad luck because every time he has super bad luck, he has super good luck, right? So
Mm-hmm.
so I wish that they cleaned that up a little bit. Like even one of my favorite scene when he pretended to be Tangerine's twin because they don't know Lemon anyway, and then like yeah, that's right, bro. And then he just swung the random combination in the suitcase, and then he unluckily slash luckily got the correct combination. It opened. It was just like somebody's laundry. So that was like I laughed out loud there, and then not only that, but uh,
Uh,
it's the fun portion of the accent thing, and then the physical comedy thing, and then just running in. So it was fun. Yeah, but yeah, who's your favorite character,
that's
dead or alive?
a good
Maybe
question.
you like the wolf.
Uh, I guess I'm torn between Tangerine and the Prince. There was just something
Oh,
about just the way how Tangerine was like a nice, loving brother,
mm-hmm.
and he was nice and he wasn't bad and he was cool also. And then the Prince was just like it's just Joey King. So I mean,
Yeah.
runner up is also the Elder. I mean, I always love the
Oh
Elder
yeah,
whenever
that's my
wherever
pick.
I see him. White Death
I
was cool
love
too. I love the masks.
I
So that was
love
good. What did you
the
love?
elder, and then Ladybug with the once towards the end of the movie when all this bad luck has happened already. And again, we talked about this before. Brad Pitt is I don't even consider it acting. I think he's just, you know, being Brad Pitt, and I liked it. Right?
Yeah,
You know.
he was great.
So
Yeah, he
this
was
one
great.
it kind of worked. I like whenever he's talking with Sandra Bullock. So yeah, I would love to would love for to know that this could be a franchise. And usually yeah, some franchises it's a slow start, right? You know, maybe they can learn from, you know, what was missing here and make it a little bit better. Maybe a bigger place, you know. Again, or again, if it comes to be Bullet Train 2, a different Bullet Train, Bullet Train 3, a different train. That would be fun. Like it's all a train.
Yeah, I think the
That
key will just be the story. Maybe they do the opposite now in the second one where they start with the twist and then work their way back or something. Like show the
Mhm.
story,
Yeah,
and then that's when we see how it spreads out instead of this one where we get everything spread out and then centralizes in.
coming
Something
together.
like that.
Yeah,
But
good.
yeah,
All right. What is going to
rating.
cap this episode off short and tight? What is your rating for the Bullet Train?
I will go with an 8. I really
Mm.
enjoyed it, loved it. I reserved the 9s and 10s for like a classic. Like I need to buy it and stuff, or I need a
Mhm.
copy somewhere. So it was just shy. Just the story didn't end or climax in really like fuck yeah like that way. The action did, but the story was the one that was
Mhm.
a little lacking.
I'm at a 7. It would have been a 6, but the longer the movie ran, the more actors we saw. Right? Like look at all again, even the fucking stewardess in the cart is Kimiko from The Boys, and Channing Tatum again, sex stuff again, killer stuff. The more that I understand Ladybug's character, the more that I enjoyed it. Lemon coming back to life was like weird, but I like that too. So,
I, especially I also like the small bits like they were working together, and then in the end, like Ladybug thinks that they're all okay with Lemon, and Lemon, oh, fuck you, kill my brother. It's just
mhm.
like it was actively fighting him,
It-
but it's like we're not dudes, we're not bros.
yeah.
Uh,
So I and again I'll watch it again. Story alone it would have been a 6. Action alone was actually softer. I mean, again, I wasn't impressed with the choreography in this particular movie, but maybe we're just so used to so
yeah,
many awesome action
I'm
films like
spoiled.
Action, John Wick 1 to 4. Like there's so many things that kind of show amazing gun fu and then close quarters combat. But there is bones here. Like the way that they've structured it is like I like this. I like this ingredients. I like these
Hmm.
ingredients. Maybe in the future. So awesome. That's it. This is going to be our review for the week. Bullet Train, David Leitch, Anton Fukua, Brad Pitt, Sandra Bullock, et al. Final goodbyes, Chubax?
Yeah. Thanks for watching. I love this review, and I actually want to watch it again now.
Nah, I'm gonna have to put it. I'm gonna do some edits this afternoon. I'm gonna have it in the background because I missed a couple of like the more explosive scenes at the end, but it's fun. All right, and thank you for watching this video. Again, if you can share this with your friends, with your family, we are at youtube.com/plus63hp. If you want to watch this video on demand, we are all on the apps. Just search at +63hp. We love Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon. And you can also interact with us in all of our socials: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, same handle, +63hp. Connect with us. We love connecting with you. And we are looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.